Well, today's little blog is really something that's kind of personal today, just because of the fact that it will be something that I and my family will be doing in just a matter of a couple more hours. That is, of course, summertime. I'm sure you'll probably be getting lots of invites to go out and to go to family and friends' house for dinner and stuff. So you get that invite from the friend and stuff, and the big question often is, of course, they're like, oh, come over for dinner, we've got this, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, etiquette 101, I would hope that you would be asking if there's anything that you can do to help or bring. But, and sometimes, you luck out. Sometimes you luck out. They're like, yes, this is what you can do. This is what you can bring. So if you're hosting and you would like assistance, you want people to bring stuff, my opinion is this. Yes, it's okay for you to be specific. Don't overdo it, obviously, but you can be specific and you can say, hey, yes, why don't you bring X, Y, Z? Because you already know what you're possibly making. You already know what your main thing's going to be, your main course, and what would complement that, and maybe what might not complement that. But then, of course, there's a situation where you're like, I don't know, we've got things covered. Okay, so you, as a guest, what next? Should you bring a host or hostess gift? Here's what my thoughts on this matter. Yes. Unless it's really like immediate family, or unless it's like a very close group of friends where you're continuously like always having dinner, like this is a monthly thing type of situation, in my opinion is yes, you should bring that host or hostess gift. Now, there are a couple different options, and I think I might actually do a couple different videos on this. But the first one right here, just because we're going to keep this one quick and short and fun, is you can bring a lot of different things. Obviously, there's the plant, and there's and stuff like that. But I think a lot of times too, maybe more commonly, could be wine. So let's just talk about wine for just a moment. Well, first of all, I am hoping that if you are bringing them a host or hostess gift and it's going to be wine, you know for a fact whether or not they actually drink wine, or drink it all for that matter, because that could be awkward. Anyway, so you want to avoid those things, those pitfalls. Also, if it's wine, you got to make a decision. You need to make the decision. The bottle of wine, is it really truly like a gift, a host or hostess gift? Is it something you want them to be able to enjoy later on, on their own? You might want to make sure you know what type of wine they drink. I mean, people are very specific about their wines. My wife likes white wines and she likes them sweet. I, on the other hand, prefer a dry red wine. So therefore, perhaps I might not be as excited about you giving me a white wine that's sweet as I might if you were to give me a red wine that is dry. Okay. The other thing too that's also important is if you are bringing a hostess gift and your intention isn't really for them to be able to enjoy that bottle of wine at a later point, but you kind of want it to be served during dinner, then you need to find out what is being served. Because again, too, wines are specific. So when you do the wine, you want to make sure it's going to actually complement the meal, because with the wrong type of wine, it could obviously go the opposite direction. So there you have it. What are your thoughts? What do you think? Agree? Disagree? Add something on? Love to hear that. Love to hear your guys' commentations, and input and stuff like that. But yeah, should I bring a hostess gift? Yeah, I think you should, because it's okay. Just be smart about it. There you go. More tips, more suggestions coming up.